Good afternoon, everybody. It is Monday after 1 o'clock. I don't know exactly what time, but I've been home since about noon. Um, my day basically, well, I'll just give you a rundown of the day. Got up this morning at 5, got myself a cup of coffee and a bite to eat, and I made Jerry Ann some coffee for herself and a thing of oatmeal, a bowl of oatmeal. And I put the coffee in a thermal cup and the oatmeal in a ceramic dish with basically it looks like the it's a thermal unit that you can put a bowl in. It almost looks like somebody took an extra large tomato, cut it open 4 ways and gutted it, and then added like a thermal insulation on the inside. That's the only way I can describe it. It's just a big, I don't even know what to call them now because I've had it for so long. But it's designed to help keep food warm. Of course, being inside a ceramic dish as is with a lid on top of it, that would have kept it warm for an hour or so. But since Jerry didn't wake up and eat until, what'd she say, 7:30, having her food wrapped in this bowl cover or bowl warmer or whatever you want to call it. It kept her warmer longer in the insulated mug I had her coffee in. So by the time she drank I got to her coffee and her oatmeal this morning, it was nice and warm. It was warm, but not cold or broiling hot. So she enjoyed her breakfast this morning. But when I got to work, it was basically prep. Don't cook anything, just prep it all. So when you come in Tuesday morning, all you have to do is, add some water to the rice, throw that in the steamer, take the marinated chicken, put it on a baking pan, and put it in the oven. All the salads are made up and sitting in coolers at my workstation. So all I have to do is basically take it out of the coolers, put it in the serving bowl or serving dish. So, and of course I have to grab a gyro cone to put on the cooker and pita bread. I'm gonna take some pita bread out with me tomorrow. So that's basically what my day was, is prepping for tomorrow. And then all I have to do is, just get the gyro cone out there and start it up, get the pita breads and put it in a warmer, cook my rice and my chicken and take it out and put it in the warmer. Shouldn't take me more than 3 hours at the most for cooking what I have to cook tomorrow, and then then maybe another 20 30 minutes, maybe 45 at the most, to get everything out to my venue and get it all set up. So I'm like kind of happy that they let us come in today on a holiday when they weren't reopened, excuse me, to the populace, the school populace. Of course, I had a feeling because of the fact that today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, excuse me. That's why a lot of students weren't even back in their dorms yet, or frat houses, for that much. So, unless they had classes today, which I highly doubt, because by the looks of things, maintenance personnel weren't there. A lot of the essential personnel weren't even back on duty, which is like, no, that's the way it's set up, so it's not anything that I can say or do that makes a dang difference, because that's just the way it's already set up. But I can't tell if I'm a yawn or sneeze lately. So basically, we had everything set up, and surprisingly, Jerry told me that Mom went in to check on Jerry Ann at 9 o'clock in the morning, asking if she wanted lunch. It's like, well, at least she came in and asked. I mean, it's not like she waited until an hour before dinner going, "You want lunch?" You know. But I can't fault Mom, because she has a different sleep, wake, eat pattern than we do, and we're having to get back on a new or re-establish an old routine. But it seems like it's gonna, if we keep to what we started Sunday night, it should work out pretty well. I mean, just a few little hiccups here and there, but that was only because a lot of new things have happened since early December. But weather's warmed up today a little bit. Snow's melting slowly but surely, which I'm kind of like, meh. If it just snowed, where if it just melted where it was just the pavement and sidewalks and driveways and whatnot were cleared off by the sun, and the snow on the grass and trees and plants and roof and whatnot, I would have been like, that's good to me. But you can't always control that. This is probably going to be a very short video, because other than starting back up at work, nothing's really changed with Jerry's leg. It's got to go through its healing process. Not that I'm counting, but that's like another, let's see here, 90 days from Wednesday. So that's still like 85, 84 days to go before we go back to see the doctors again to see what's going on with her legs. Leg, singular, not legs. But she has an upcoming appointment that she's going to try to get a ride to, because I won't be able to get, I just started back to work. I can't ask for a day off to take you to the doctor's appointment for your, I don't know if it was chemo or immunization therapy, but she's got to be at the clinic or wherever it is by 1, which means I would have had to ask to get off by 12, and then pick her up at wherever she's going or wherever she's at. I don't see that happening. As much as everybody at work, who even asked me when I got to work how things were going at home, would understand and go, yeah, okay, we'll cover the rest of the day. It's only 2 hours, 2.5 hours worth of coverage. I don't even know if they've got me a coworker or anything like that for my venue, because it still sounds like there are people out sick because of the new COVID situation, which I'm so over it. I don't even try to follow it no more. I wear my mask until I hear otherwise, especially while I'm at work, because this is the time of the year I get sinus infection, which might put me out of work for a day or two if it gets really bad. I don't know how many people who have come back to work that were sick over the Christmas break. So it's like, I come home, I change, I wash up, I sanitize, Um, we're starting a new plan where my work clothes does not go in the bedroom because that's where Ann is the most. I'll have a pair of clothing to change into, either on the laundry machine or in here once I get this area cleaned up, which I got to work on as soon as possible. So basically, I'll come home. I have a sanitizing spray. It's supposed to last 24 hours. So I figure I come home, change out of my work clothes, spray them down, change into my house clothes, and go about my business. Looking around this room going, I wish I had a little bit more strength, a little bit more gumption so I can start working on this stuff, but I really don't have the energy right now, even after being home for an hour and a half, whatever. But, oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I forgot what I was going to say now. The situation here at home is about the same. I mean, Jerry has her moments, especially if she wakes up not feeling good. I'm just hoping she's not coming down with something, because that might put a hampering on her treatments if she's not feeling good. And God forbid it's worse than just a common cold, because that could put a real big monkey wrench in the situation. It's one thing to have cancer, but to have cancer and somehow get COVID because of an unknown source. Yeah. At times I wish I could be making enough money without having to leave the house. That way I won't have to worry about, somehow being contaminated but not showing signs, and then coming home and Jared gets it, which makes things 10 times worse than they already are. I mean, they're already talking on our local news, or local newspaper, I should say, that a number of the different hospitals around our area, surprisingly, Rolla hasn't joined that list of hospitals that are having issues due to COVID, and basically trying to keep people separated and quarantined at the same time, but having all their beds and whatnot being overloaded with patients. That's why I'm glad that Jerry Ann's chemo radiation therapy is in a part of the hospital that's far enough away from all that stuff that it's not even part of the same building. But I just worry about that kind of stuff, because I'm afraid that if I get it and I don't know I have it, and think it's like just my usual seasonal bronchial crud or allergies, and not get any sicker than a sniffle, but I carry it and give it to Jerry, and that's a whole different ball of wax that I just don't want to think about. But we are taking precautions so we don't have to worry about it. I forgot if there was any questions for me. I don't remember. But yeah, tomorrow is back to full time, full duty, doing the whole shebang from 6 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon. So that basically means waking up at 5 and being virtually awake to work from 5 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. and then having to stay awake until 7, 8 o'clock at night when I finally decide to shut down and go to sleep. Even though technically, after taking a look at my times and whatnot, if I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I want at least 8 hours of sleep, I have to be asleep by 10. But if I want my full 9 hours, which is what I would prefer, even though it's not a necessity, I have to be asleep by 9. So if I fall asleep somewhere in between 9 and 10, hey, that's perfect. I get plenty enough sleep. Like last night, we went to bed about 8:30. I was awake until at least 9:30, 10 o'clock. I woke up once in the middle of the night, and then when my alarm went off, and I felt fine. I went to work and did my job, and I was just glad that when I was coming home, I wasn't dragging my feet and fighting sleep to come home. You know. So, yeah. That's my usual day. Yes, I'm drinking a Live Wire Mountain Dew, which I picked up on the way home from work because, well, one, I was thirsty, and two, Mom, not Jerry, Mom asked me to, Mom gave me $40 to gas up the car, and it only took about $36, so that was enough for me to get a soda and still have a couple dollars, which I know Mom will be like, it's fine, I was going to let you keep the change anyhow. That's what she normally does. But, yeah. Life still goes on, and we're doing good. And that's all I can really say right now. There's not a whole lot of hubbubaloo or confusion or issues going on. So, I'm happy for that. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and get off this and check on Jerry and see what I can do for a little while before I have to cook dinner. So I will say my goodbyes. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put them in the question comment box. If you're new and you want to subscribe, that's up to you. You can go ahead and click on the subscription box, and then a little bell pop up. Click that to notify or have YouTube notify you that I put in a new video. So until next time, you guys have a good day. Enjoy. Bye.